How are we doing, folks? Connor here, health and performance coach. If you are trying to lose body fat at the moment, you're probably using the scales. Now, the weighing scales can be a fantastic tool to judge your progress over time, but it's always misused. You might have noticed, I'm sure you have, you jump onto the scales on Monday, it could be, let's say, 90 kilos. Wednesday, you jump up and you're 93. Like, what the hell has happened? How have I put on 3 kilos of fat in a couple of days? Well, that's not the case. These day-to-day fluctuations that you see are largely down to the amount of food that's in your intestinal tract, your water weight for the day, carbohydrate intake, salt intake, stress levels. If you've been training, there's so many factors that influence your body weight for the day. So it's important to learn how to do it right. A couple of things you should put into place if you're using the scales to judge fat loss progress. Number one, only track your body weight first thing in the morning. Any other time is invalid. Jumping up onto the scales first thing in the morning is going to be the most repeatable time throughout the day. Some days, I'm sure you eat more in the morning, later in the evening, and vice versa. So if you jump up onto the scales midday or afternoon, you might be down, you might be up. So first thing in the morning, after a shit shower and maybe a shave, is the best time to track your body weight. The next thing you want to ensure you're doing is tracking your body weight several times per week and writing it down or putting it into an app on your phone. When you're tracking body weight, you need to get averages, because you could jump up on Monday, all things going well for the week, you could jump up next Monday and you could actually see that you've had a freak high. Now, most people shit the bed when they see that. Oh God, I've done everything right and I put on a kilo. How did that happen? Now, had they have actually tracked their body weight on Wednesday and Friday, they might have noticed that their body weight had actually dropped. And just for some odd reason, say Sunday night, they had a high carbohydrate meal and they just held on to more water weight for the next day. That causes a lot of people to just stop tracking body weight, throw their dieting aside and think they're a failure. It's not the case. So what you need to do is you need to track your averages. So I suggest 3 times per week minimum, 7 times per week if you're very forgetful, just do it every single day. Track your body weight, write it down. What you want to do is add all of the body weights for the week and divide them by the amount of times you have tracked your body weight. So if you track Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you add Monday's weight, Wednesday's weight, Friday's weight, divided by 3. That is your weekly average. Next week, what you're going to do is you're going to compare next week's averages to this week's averages. And that's how you're going to see, on average, if you have lost body weight. Last thing to remember is have minimal clothing on or nothing at all. Same again, it's all about repeating the same process over and over again. With all these tips, you put that into place over the course of weeks and months, the trajectory that you should see over the long term is a nice downward slope. Now, if you look at the day-to-days, you might see that you're high, low, high, low, high, low, but you have to scope out. You're not just tracking body weight on a day-to-day basis. You're comparing week on week on week on week. Some weeks you won't lose anything. Some weeks you'll lose twice as much as what you planned. A good gauge to go by is losing about 0.5% of your total body weight per week, or if you want to be very aggressive with a dieting phase, 1% of your total body weight per week. So if you're 100 kilos, maybe about 0.5 kilo per week lost on average, up to 1 kilo if you want to be a little bit more aggressive. Hope you got something from this video. If you have any questions or queries, don't be afraid to reach out.